In a moment that's gone down in gaming history, a wise man stated,
"If it's not fun, why bother?"
An excellent question, to be sure, and one that's certainly intended to be rhetorical. But today I wish to answer Sir Reginald's mantra. Why should us gamer girls and boys bother? Video games are fun. Like, really fun. I mean, they're a form of entertainment, so they wouldn't really be doing their job if they weren't. But, I mean, look at all the variety you've got. You got platformers, shooters, fighting games, survival games, Metroidvanias, roguelikes, adventure games, and even role-playing games. It's with that last one, though, that problems start to arise. You see, video games, like all forms of entertainment, aren't just about being entertaining. They can also be about telling a story. Beautiful stories, captivating, exciting, horrific, and funny stories. Stories with messages about life that you'll carry with you to the grave. Sometimes a video game's ability to tell a story comes at a cost. As any seasoned gamer knows, a lot of story-based games really aren't that fun, and a lot of super fun games don't have incredible stories. Think about it. What's the most fun game you've ever played? Let's say, like, with me, up until Hollow Knight, it's Super Mario 64. What a game. I mean, it's an ancient relic at this point, but man, I still go nuts over this thing. The moment-to-moment gameplay is so rewarding and just plain fun. I don't care how many times I boot up this game. Womp's Fortress and Bob-omb Battlefield are fun every single time. But what about the story?
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Spoiler alert, people don't speedrun Mario 64 for the story. If you do want a game that people play over and over again for the story, look at Mother 3. This is a game I beat fall of last year, and it's really good. I'd recommend it to pretty much anybody. There's a reason people keep playing and talking about it, kinda like I'm doing right now. Mother 3 is funny, tragic, deep, and I can't stand playing it. The gameplay does this funny little thing called turn-based combat. Every single encounter feels like a necessary chore that took away from my enjoyment of the overall game. I just can't stand.
It's not fun, why bother?
What? Because it's worth it, Reggie. I beat the game. I cried. Its ending deserves to be preserved in the Smithsonian. The soundtrack alone that plays during the final fight gives me legit flashbacks. I couldn't think about anything but that final half hour of the game the week after I beat it. All the stupid encounters, bosses, and gimmicky enemies were worth it, Reggie. The game wasn't as fun as a lot of other games, but it sure as hell had more of an impact on me than most games. What I'm saying is, you bother, because sometimes it's about more than just how fun the combat system is. It's about how funny the humor is, how great the story is. It's about the jokes, the hard-hitting lines, the ending, the deeper themes, and once again, the soundtrack. Mother 3 is a good game, it's just not always a fun one. If it's not fun, doesn't mean it's not worth your time, because there's more to a game than moment-to-moment gameplay. Some games are interactive stories more than actual games. Don't get me wrong, I don't think this means developers shouldn't prioritize the gameplay, because if Mother 3 had a more fun combat system, a little less BS, it would probably be a perfect experience. I just think that sometimes, when you're out there being a pro gamer, you gotta put aside the goopy goblin gamer brain, and deal with the random encounters and stupid boss fights to see how it ends. Too bad there isn't a game out there with great story and gameplay. At the end of the day, Mario 64 will always be more fun than Mother 3. But which game is going to make me rethink capitalism? It's Mom 3. Anyway, that's all the time I've got. I gotta get back to playing Gex Enter the Gecko for my Game Boy Color.